Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Heavy Rain, and Nick, Jesus, what the hell happened to Ethan?
He seems to get beat up in every episode. His name might as well just be Glass Joe.
Glass Joe. With the famous glass jaw. Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Glass jaw Ethan. What the hell's this do?
It opens the curtain so you can look out.
There's like an invisible sanity meter, and every window you look out, he gets a little bit less sane because he's convinced someone's after him.
No, don't ever remind people they could be playing Amnesia instead.
Oh, that's right. Nick, when are we going to play an Amnesia game on this channel?
Probably when I'm done painting my house.
Nick, are you prepared to make a sacrifice to save your son?
No, not at all. Keep him. I hate kids.
Wait a minute, you don't even...
That was the shortest chapter ever.
It was not long.
I swear I didn't do it. I've got nothing to do with that business.
Sir, I gotta tell you, your argument would be a lot more convincing without that, what's that beard even called?
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's probably just a part of his culture, so...
Yeah, that rich warrior white culture tradition, yeah. I'm gonna guess there's a swastika somewhere on his body.
Is that a VHS camera?
Right. This game really can't decide if it's 2010 or 1910. It's well, maybe not 1910, but you know what I mean.
This guy has always just looked off.
Which guy are you talking about?
The guy on the phone. Like everyone else looks fine, but he just is so uncanny valley.
It's like they it's like they gave him standby character eyes and never bothered to correct them.
Ethan came home completely drenched.
Also, Norman, what the hell hand gesture is that?
I asked him where he'd been. He spoke about drowning, the rain.
You know, I get the impression that if this game had come out a bit later, look at that fake token. He's not even looking at the screen.
Yes, ma'am. We understand, ma'am. We'll find your son, ma'am. Jeez.
I feel like a more modern rendition of this game, like Norman, would probably be autistic. It seemed like they didn't really know what to do with him. I feel like that's kind of the niche they wanted to push him into or something.
Yeah, he's almost got too many niches, right? Like he's the seasoned detective, but he's also the drug addict, but he's also kind of naive in his interaction,
and the idealist, and Scott Mulder, and yeah. Oh, now we beat up this guy for no real reason.
Yeah, and every once in a while he's just a little too old for this shit, you know? Wait a minute, that guy's phone's not even plugged in. Did you see that? Look at that.
It's the future.
No! Why does it have a goddamn jack?
Well, because you're not really supposed to use the red phone to call Russia.
Oh, it's symbolic. Okay.
My job is to find Sean Mars alive, and I don't give a damn about any bullshit oath.
Okay, insist with shrink. Move shrink.
Sean Mars's life may depend on what you know. Tell us what you know, Doctor.
I'm sorry.
Doctor, can't be bothered to remember your name. I'm sorry.
Now I must ask you to leave.
You need to cooperate. For your own sake.
What is that, an iMac? Be an awful shame if something were to happen to it.
If you know anything, you must tell us, Doctor.
All right, R2 to move. I keep forgetting that.
I'm just giving you some free advice, Doc. I suggest you take it.
Oh, that helps.
Blake, that's enough. Let's get out of here.
I am going to call
calm Blake, not back away from the investigation. Jesus.
Oh, he's calling Putin.
Already established that phone does not work. Police brutality.
I'm really gonna lose my temper.
What are you doing? You out of your mind? Back off.
Yeah, reason with Blake, that'll help.
Something, and I'm not leaving here until he tells me what it is.
You have no right.
Stapler. Do you got a stapler? I can staple him.
So for a doctor who handles all these unstable patients, there's no panic button in this room.
Yeah, right.
There's no protection from when a guy just decides he's gonna go off.
Pepper spray or something.
Come on, Doc. There's an easy way.
Nick, what's the worst you've ever been beaten up?
Very. I'm pretty good at talking my way out of situations.
You have no right to hit him.
I'm saving a
Really?
kid
Because, like,
for Christ's sake.
every once in a while, like, when I was a kid, I would pick a fight that I knew I couldn't win.
You like
All
the
right.
challenge.
What's up with you, Norm? How you getting cold feet? You don't like to get your hands dirty.
You don't
huh?
like to
I'm
brutalize
trying to save that
psychiatrists?
kid.
Come on,
I
Norman.
want to save Sean Mars just as much as you do, but that doesn't give me the freedom
You don't
to
like
do what
beating
the
up
hell I
these
like,
wannabe
so
Bond
you're gonna
villains?
Stop this shit right now.
Norman is substantially bigger than he is. Like, I would be intimidated.
I'll get you.
Is
fixed,
he?
Jaden. Don't worry.
Yeah, did you see that?
I
Like,
will
he was...
not forget.
He's like a full, like, 2 inches taller than him and at least, like,
First son died.
20 pounds heavier.
Feels responsible for his death. Sort of morbid neurosis. He is
I mean, if it weren't for the
haunted by
goatee,
visions of
he'd just be kind of an
drowning
emaciated prick. Wait,
bodies. A few weeks ago,
is the message that we're supposed to be
after
getting
one of
here
our
that
usual sessions, I
his
found
methods
beds on the
work?
floor.
No, the message here is the illusion of choice, because this is exactly how it turns out either way.
No matter what you do. Because he's given us everything, but only after he got his ass kicked. Good cop. Hey, cool. We're good cops, Nick.
Hmm.
That
So
reminds
that
me, we really need
origami-
to play at least one chapter of L.A. Noir on this channel.
Assign every available man to finding Ethan Mars.
Sorry, go on.
I want a man outside his place day
Oh,
and night.
I was gonna say, that origami, that was the one that Ethan had in his hand after he blacked out, or...
Maybe.
I don't know if this game did the red herrings very well.
Yes.
Well,
Ethan
because
Mars is the
of the open-ended nature of it, they couldn't tie absolutely everything together in a really satisfactory way. Like, if they had tried, it would have been...
I mean, let's
Like
be honest, all the
multiple
money
discs.
was poured into the graphic engines.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Which, again, for certain characters or like those loading screens, it still looks good. I mean, the animations are super
this still
stiff,
holds
but
up.
yeah. It's not often a game that shoots to be cinematic actually kind of holds up as a cinematic experience. Wait, didn't I win that last fight? Why is he all cut up?
Because you won, but you still came away a bit scathed.
No, like, if you remember that fight, it was a flawless victory.
Nice shot.
Maybe he had another
Thank you.
fight on the way to
Please come in,
talking to
Mr.
Michael
Shelby.
Douglas.
Would you care for a coffee?
Nice. That'd be
Oh,
funny.
no, thanks.
He just gets in fights wherever he goes. He's like at the drive-thru at a McDonald's,
I
and
tried
like
one,
the
but
the
I
attendant
think
at the
Yellow
window
Coat's
just
still looking.
takes a swing at him for no real reason.
It's an interesting sport.
He just got one of those
Requires
faces.
strength, but also a cool head and absolute precision.
Hey, speaking of flawless victory, have you seen the Mortal Kombat movie?
There's no danger.
No, I did watch
Okay.
the Zack Snyder Justice League
Rattle drop.
thing last week, though.
Thing. Okay, so I can already tell where your opinion's going, but why don't you give me your opinion?
It was a movie. Did you see the original Justice League?
I have not seen... The only DC Universe movie that I've seen is Batman vs. Superman.
So, I mean,
and that was
without
enough to
hijack-
let me stay away from
Sure.
the rest of them.
without hijacking the next 10 minutes, short
by all means.
version, the Whedon cut from the theatrical release, so horrible
The
it's
most important
baffling.
thing is to grip the
The
club.
Zack Snyder cut is 4 hours, and it makes sense as a movie. Like, all of a sudden, everyone has proper motivations, and things happen in a semi-logical order.
It's
For a
like the
Zack
script
Snyder
actually
film.
agrees with itself.
Yeah, but the problem is the movie is almost
Whoop.
worse because it's better.
Hell, it's
Because
only
now
your
it's just,
fault.
oh,
You should
now
try
it's
to
just
strike it
a
little
movie.
harder next
Now
Uh-huh.
it's not this baffling, incoherent train wreck that it used to be. Now it's just a C movie.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Well, hey,
yeah,
you know,
it was-
I've
it was
I've seen
fine.
plenty of C movies that I thoroughly enjoyed, so I could get on
I'm
board with
assuming
that.
you didn't invite me here just to play
The
golf.
beef that I think I've always had with like Justice League as a concept
I hear you've
is
been
that for
asking
all of
questions
Marvel's
about my son.
faults, they really did take the time to
That's right.
make sure they
I wanna know if Brody is
actually
linked to the
built
origami
their
circus
cinematic
in any
universe
way.
before tying it all together. Whereas DC, you know, just went for it right out of the gate.
They gave Zack Snyder complete control over the cinematic universe and wondered what went horribly, horribly wrong.
Ugh. There we go. Much better. Is that a hole in one?
My son had nothing to do with
Is that a hole in one?
Yeah, you got it in the bullseye. You had
Well, then he
100.
has nothing to fear from
Is this
my
like darts?
investigation.
How does this work? God, the last time I was at a driving
You have no
range was
business investigating my son. I
probably
told you, he had nothing to do with it.
2008. That is an obscenely long amount of time ago, but I still actually remember
With all
it.
due respect, Mr. Kramer.
Yeah, did you bring your
it's up to
pickle
me to
putter with
decide
you?
who I want to investigate.
No, well, you don't really putt on a driving range generally.
I'm just working it in.
I do own a pickle putter, which is fantastic.
That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah. Look at how proud he is of himself.
Oh, man.
I've never swung a golf club in my life. This is incredible.
Are you trying to buy me?
I really
Let's
wish there
just
was like
say
a
I'm
secret
trying to
option
show
you could
you
like
where
hold
your
down a
interests
button to
are.
turn the golf club on him.
How much do you want to leave my son alone?
I don't know. How much do you want to fix
I was
that
waiting
haircut?
for the bubbles to
I
appear
don't
around
know.
his head to be like different money
Don't
denominations.
Right.
How much do we settle for?
Have a nice day, Mr. Kramer.
I would have settled for a free bucket of balls. He wasn't bidding low enough, if you ask me.
I'd have taken the money.
What are these clubs, Titleist? These are really nice. Can I have this? Yeah, if you leave my son alone, sure.
Well, he doesn't own the golf range. This isn't the
Yeah,
movie
but I'm sure he owns
Goldfinger.
the clubs. You don't rent clubs at a. Well, I guess you could rent clubs at a driving range. You'd have to be a rube, though. I want to know what happens to Ethan, like, in the 1 or 2 weeks immediately following the events of this game.
That is a valid question.
Like, I'm sure long-term the implication is that he saves his son and he's okay, you know, assuming you get the good ending, right? But, like, when you consider, like, the physical injuries this man has taken on in the course of about 48 hours, that's no mean thing, you know?
I'm sure it's about as pleasant to watch as the next week after a Bond movie finishes. And
Yeah,
you know,
right?
James has got to awkwardly extricate himself from the situation, from the
Porcelain
engagements.
lizards? They look
He's
new.
got, but I mean,
Out
like,
of
Ethan's
place
got
for
to,
the rest of
like,
this old beat-up
extract
stuff.
glass from his nutsack where he crawled on it. He's got to, nice. He's got to, deal with massive, head cranial trauma from running obstacle courses.
Well, his kid is
huge-
probably pretty screwed up too emotionally.
Huge electroshocks. That emotionally doesn't count.
I mean, this generation can't get through breakfast without an anxiety attack. That kid was stuck in a storm drain for 6 days.
Hey, do we really have to call this next generation the Founders? Like, is
No, nobody has ever called them the Founders.
but are they still insisting on it? Because I don't want to.
No, it's just you, Chris.
No.
I've only ever heard you say that.
No, I'm telling you, they call themselves the Founders, and it drives me
Nobody
insane.
does. They call them the Alpha generation.
Well, that sucks too. What are they alpha of? Well, that's the same thing as saying Founders. They're the first of something. Oh, okay. Oh, this part's actually really easy. You just hack off his finger, right?
Well,
It doesn't even
you
matter
have
which
to
knife
find-
you use.
You have to go through the logistics of how to use it properly. Oh, there's a meat cleaver there on the floor, or an
Is
axe.
that the easiest one, the meat cleaver?
I don't remember. I
What-
think so.
What gives you the cleanest cut?
I think it breaks though.
Yeah, something breaks, something is too dull, and he, like, really has to work at it.
Oh, this feels like it's straight out of the Baker family house.
Do you want to play a game?
Don't ever remind me that we could be playing Resident Evil 7 instead.
I thought you were going to say Saw, the movie, the game.
I think that was the thing.
Yeah, no, there's
Was it?
actually 2 Saw games, I believe. Okay, so there's a nail
Interesting.
file on the floor. There's got to be... It's not the axe, right? Because you can't wield the axe properly from this distance.
He turns it on and he has to watch a Seth Green show.
Yeah, right. Are you prepared to suffer to save your son?
You have to suffer through 5 minutes of a Seth Green production.
Here's the Andy Green goes to Japan special from 1999. Good luck. 5 minutes, okay.
The clock is ticking, Mr. Ethan.
All right.
Mr. Mars.
Do you remember really which one to use?
I go for the axe. That seems easiest.
No, that I know for
It's
sure.
not
that
just
one's
the
not
axe,
it.
because he's going to say he needs something to sterilize it.
Gotta bash my finger off.
Yeah, so you're going to have to go ahead and heat that up so you can cauterize the wound. He thinks this whole thing through.
This is gonna fucking suck. Okay, now at this point, I'm already dropping it, right?
What?
How hot? How hot should we get it, Nick? Ow, 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 ow.
Pretty hot. Good idea.
I'm gonna burn my finger off. Oh, shit.
Remember, you got thought bubbles yet.
Oh, I do.
I have to go through with it. I have no choice, for Sean's sake.
Well, you need something to cut your finger off.
Yeah, I'm trying. I was trying to get the thing on the floor here.
Oh.
Instrument.
Gotta find a sharp object, something that'll make a clean cut. I don't want to have to start hacking away.
It's over by the chair. Well, I mean, that could work. That might actually be best.
Yeah, I was thinking the meat cleaver's the way to go, right?
I mean,
is
it'll
it too
do.
rusty? How
I'm
sharp is
assuming
this?
We might as well just pile everything on the table.
Is that sharp? No, that's way too dull.
Maybe he'll need that to bite down on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Alright, let's go for it.
You have 4 minutes left.
I'm working on it, okay? Fuck. How's your aim, Ethan? Freaking out.
Try it. How do you try it? How do you kind of cut your finger off?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Would you cut your finger off for $1 million? I probably would.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Owie. Okay, so 2 swings. It could have gone worse.
Could have gone better, but... Oh, hey, there's a rusty saw on the floor.
Cauterize it. We're not going to cauterize it. This is the worst part.
I'm just picturing, like,
clearly he doesn't know a surgeon.
Like 2 weeks after this whole event, and life gets back to normal, and like Sean is just like, no, Dad, I don't want to do my homework
right.
before bed. And he's like, look, I cut my goddamn finger off for you, kid.
You're eating your broccoli and you're doing your homework.
Under the desk.
What the fuck is wrong with you, computer?
Why didn't I just check there in the first place?
You know, it would have been the... He punches the ground with his bad
I was
hand.
almost waiting for it to, like, flip around, but in a cartoonish manner.
What would have been the absolute greatest plot twist to this game is if the killer is actually a rogue AI. Like, these computers, like, they're not programmed. They're the voice of an AI that's making him do all this shit.
Would that be better or worse than what we got? I don't know.
I guess it depends on what kind of narrative you were hoping this would be. So Nick, it's been 2 weeks. How you doing?
Oh, more painting. Drop dead exhausted. Always something to do around the house, but we're getting to the promised land. Little by little.
God, I know, like, our whole angle on this channel is that we're middle-aged schmucks, but God, we're middle-aged schmucks, aren't we?
Ain't nothing wrong with restoring an old house.
Yeah, that's true. But, like, when you think about it, like, what are most, like, Twitch streamers actively talking about? I'm pretty sure it's not restoring houses and, putting their kids down.
Well, most of it's inane bullshit I'm not interested in anyways.
That's fair. That's fair. But I'm guessing there's a reason we tend to cap out at 2 or 3 viewers.
Well, you know, Chris, I mean, Twilight is one of the best-selling series of all time. You gonna tell me that therefore it is a quality book?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's more than fair.
Why are we still working with this guy?
What's he doing?
He gets results.
Oh. Sarah says this is awesome, Nick. Ignore him. Okay. She enjoys your home restoration project.
I know what the jury's gonna choose.
By the way, are you still looking to sell, or what's going on
yeah, I'm gonna sell it to my sister.
Nice.
We got it all worked out. She's gonna buy it pretty much in 2 years, and we're not gonna use a realtor, so we're gonna save all that money. It's gonna be great.
Sweet. And then you're moving to Bloomington, right?
Good question.
Speaking of which, like, not being facetious about like dictating the direction of your life, when are you coming down to visit in Bloomington?
Was hoping to in May once the last of the house painting was done, but
all right.
We'll see. I'm hoping to sometime later in this month, maybe early June at this point, because I know I've got the next 2 or 3 weekends spoken for somehow.
Okay. Yeah, like let's actually get it on the calendar.
It's on my mind. It just depends on, like I said, getting this stuff wrapped, and I think my brother invited me down to Hocking Hills on the 24th of May. So.
Oh, okay. Oh man, Hocking Hills, that's beautiful. Sarah says there's no Luckies, so no, LOL.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have my list of things that have to be done in Bloomington. I have to have hot pot. I have to go to the all-you-can-eat bag of seafood place if it's still open.
Yes, I mean there's a couple of new options you might really enjoy as well.
I'm sure those are great, but I have to do those. I have to do those specific things.
No, I understand.
I don't care if it's for breakfast. I have to.
We're getting some hot pot, don't you worry. I also kind of feel like we've made so many jokes about the smoothie place that I kind of have to take you to the smoothie place.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can finally I can finally see this legendary place that you keep posting pictures of.
You realize I do that to get the $1 off the drinks, right?
I figured that out eventually, yes.
Sarah says they're stupid, he's lying. Shut up. Everyone shut up but me. I know they're going for tense here, but this is just annoying.
It's a horrible commentary on how weak women are.
Oh god.
Or they just didn't, you know, program this well so that it looks like the boards have more weight than they do.
Right.
Shit.
I'm not sure.
It's too high.
It's too high. How do I get out of here?
You gotta push a box.
Oh, duh.
And then I forget what happens.
No, I think you're right. It's just a matter of pushing the box and climbing out. We may have to break the window.
My go. Stay here, Jaden.
Out of the question. I'm coming with you.
Oh! I wonder what actually happens if you don't move quick enough.
I guess if we're ever gonna find out, this will be it.
All the trauma that Ethan's been through, and this window is gonna undo him.
Yeah, I think we've got it though. Ethan, you moron! Move faster! Oh, for God's sake, Ethan, come on! You lost a finger. You're not fucking bleeding out.
Right. He didn't lose his leg in a wood chipper.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, this may be where they hook up. I've got to be very careful so we don't accidentally show boob on our channel.
You don't have to do any of that. It's very well telegraphed for you to avoid it.
Okay. Maybe Ethan just likes to do it with shirt on, huh? Just one of those guys.
There's a man and a woman exiting the alley.
Very, very slowly. We're terrible at our jobs.
Everybody downstairs.
You know, they watched them climb out the window. They couldn't have followed them.
This is the lamest rendition of Frogger.
Right. Oh, God. Hey, did you ever end up watching my Crash Man music video for this?
I think at some point. I think so.
I enjoyed making that.
I think my the last just like 3 months of my life have all bled together.
You know, like they do sometimes.
It's it's just this big mash of painting, doing nothing but painting and restoring the house.
Automod held a message for reason hostility. Will you allow it? Did you see that in the chat? That's awesome.
What?
So Sarah called me dumb, and the Automod flagged her.
Ethan, what's the matter?
That's great. That Twitch mods can certainly be amusing.
Yep. And you know what? If we ever get any actual viewers, you can call me whatever you want. Just watch our damn videos. Oh god, it's Assassin's Creed all over again. Look how many characters we can have on the screen at the same time.
Look at that woman who you're just like pushing, and she just like swept up in it.
Yeah, she's just cool with it.
No reaction whatsoever.
Oh.
Is it gonna be the turnstile that undoes you?
Yep. Very nearly was, actually.
The instruction words weren't very clear.
She's like, fuck it, we gotta move it! She throws him down the escalator. We gotta go!
Stop or I'll shoot!
Yeah, I'll shoot any of these civilians.
I'm gonna fire into this crowd! Oh. Is it possible to have them both splatter on a train at this part?
I feel that would not happen because you wouldn't want to lose both at the same time.
I mean, I don't want, like, I'm shooting for the good ending on this, so I'm not going to do it. I just want to know if I can do it. Oh god, Ethan. Once again, you have lost a single finger. That was not that close.
It's our only chance.
Ethan.
Oh, there we go. We suddenly picked up the pace.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, though. That train was nowhere near hitting me. He's just standing there with his gun. He's only upset because he didn't get to shoot anybody.
This was before, well, that wouldn't fly today. I'll just say that.
Yeah, right.
Less than an hour ago.
Actually, it's alright. It's not like Ethan's black or anything.
Here's this analog TV that is in this futuristic world.
Again, I think it's meant to convey that this is kind of a cheap motel, but whatever. Why does he look so happy? He's like, hey, I'm on TV!
Because they spend no money on the mocap.
Right. Wouldn't that be hilarious? That's what he's thinking. I made the news!
He got hit pretty hard in the head.
I brought some food. I didn't know what you liked, so I brought
The train, like, grazed him. And now all of his reactions are inappropriate. They, like, don't match his emotions.
Why are you helping me?
Oh, Mr. Mars, we're sorry, but your mother passed away. Sir, what's so funny? I don't know.
He's like Dr. Hibbert.
Alright.
You needed help, I helped you.
That's my best Dr. Hibbert, I'm sorry.
That's racist, Chris. You're mimicking you're mimicking a man of color. You can't do that anymore, Chris.
You can't give him a laugh.
You could have hired a colored actor to do that.
If I'm the killer, will you stay?
Don't confide, evade.
Well, but I'm not the killer, so I would assume he's going to confide that he's not the killer.
No, just evade. I don't want to see awkward sex.
Well, we're having awkward sex, Nick. What other kind is there?
You can do that. I'll go make myself an awkward sandwich.
An awkward sandwich.
You can stay here and enjoy that on your own.
You slather the mayo between the meat and the cheese like an animal.
Did I say sandwich? I meant smoothie. I have all this spinach in there and I refuse to eat it. I've only turned it into a smoothie.
Okay, so here's what we do, okay? Awkward smoothie 101. Nick, like, assembles a sandwich in his kitchen. He then, it's like a beautiful, you know, turkey, provolone, fine dressing, fresh vegetables, artisanal bread. He then puts it in a blender and starts...
You've never taken a beautiful fruit arrangement and just turned it into a smoothie before?
Turned it into a smoothie.
I remember I was doing one for a party and I looked at it. I was just like, you know what? This isn't coming out the way I want.
Right.
After 30 minutes of work, it just went in the blender and I drank it.
Sarah says spinach is disgusting. You're right. Well, see, my fail-safe is whenever a meal isn't turning out like I want it, it just becomes a stir-fry.
I have no
Well,
choice.
I mean, you can do that with spinach too, but I mean, I hate spinach, but it's so good for you, and I don't have time to make a proper meal, so I just start throwing things in a blender with a cup and a half of spinach and pray that's nutritious.
Yeah, just drown it in olive oil. It's the good kind of fat.
You can't keep going like this. You're destroying yourself, Ethan.
I'm just doing what the computer says.
You're tearing me apart.
Finding Sean is the only thing that matters.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
There has to be.
Sorry, I thought we were doing movies.
Yeah, I was just trying to work a Tommy Wiseau reference in there, but
there you go. And I was aiming for something equally lowbrow. Oh, movies. Did you see Godzilla versus Kong?
No, but I would be interested. I would be interested in seeing that because it sounds like they finally did a Godzilla movie correct. It's just fighting.
Yeah.
No garbage about Bryan Cranston or a love story or a son accepting his absent father. No, it's a giant freaking ape punching a dinosaur.
That's right.
It is what I paid
it should
for
be.
the ticket. Yes.
No, that's. Oh, hey, see, we didn't get laid.
Excellent.
Never confide. Never be honest with your feelings. We're learning lots of good lessons this episode. No, yeah, so I love vintage Godzilla flicks, and I've been waiting for these modern ones with like top of the line CG and expert cinematography to finally like capture some of that magic. And from what I've heard, this movie does do as decent of a job of it as any recent film. So that's good to hear.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Maybe I can watch it. Maybe we can watch it next time I'm down there.
So,
we gotta
says,
fit,
Dear
we gotta
Lord.
fit one movie.
Oh, never mind. that was a text. That was a different one.
Oh.
He starts hurting himself with the paper.
We need to watch something when I get down there. So.
Are you prepared to kill someone to save your son? Kill him. Send a picture. Preferably, like, take his pants off. All right, so in the one time that I actually finished this game, this was the trial that I didn't complete because I figured Ethan would have to pay for it later and then couldn't be there for Sean.
Mm-hmm.
That was just my reasoning. Is that the way it goes down? Do you actually have to answer for this murder?
No, you straight up murder him in his kid's room.
Okay. But so
right
there's no consequences though.
Is there ever consequences to murder?
I mean, from a gameplay perspective, no consequences.
No.
All right,
no,
cool.
you just barrel right through and destroy that family.
Cool. Nick, is this playing the piano?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I'm a musician now.
It's like one of those rhythm games.
Only I have no rhythm.
And he has no reflection.
Right? Oh, you want ray tracing in a 2010 game?
Maybe he's one of those vampires from Resident Evil 8.
With the big booty?
You know, I was looking forward to Resident Evil 8 at one point.
And then the internet had to go and have a fetish about it.
Well, it just turned out it was going to be Resident Evil 4, and I liked the more grounded nature of Resident Evil 7.
Me too.
And now we've got vampires and werewolves, and I just couldn't be bothered to care less anymore.
Sarah says, I hate this game, you guys. As Norman's silently playing the piano.
Not you.
Who is this man supposed to be? Is this like his manservant?
I think it's his butler. He has a butler now because his character wasn't Bruce Wayne enough. Like I said, they're really trying hard to make him something. Wait, do we get to fight Mad Dog this episode?
They're not going far enough. He doesn't look like Alfred. He looks like a flight attendant.
He really does.
He looks like he's in a hotel lobby. And to answer your question, probably not.
I haven't the faintest fucking idea.
You're right. I think Mad Dog's a couple more chapters, but I really like the.
No, he looks like Mr. Rogers.
He kind of does, yeah. If
No,
Mr. Rogers wore tacky blazers instead of sweaters.
No, I'm getting like a Casablanca feel. That's
yeah, I can see that.
It can be dangerous.
And then we never see this strange man again.
Nope, he just shows up to give advice at the right time.
That's difficult.
It turns out like this is his kung fu mentor or something like that.
This game did not have enough time to work a narrative in about drug addiction.
No,
there was just too much going on.
Well,
that conversation's over.
Advice received and summarily rejected. Hey, look,
oh, hey, look.
Mars.
Yeah, it's
God, before we do any of this, we were gonna have to change the fucking environment here, because this is gonna give me a headache.
Hey, look, actual picture of Elon Musk on his home planet.
Let's go to Waterworld. Oh, that's much easier on the eyes. Thank you. Sarah says if Mr. Rogers said the F word and glared. Yeah. Yeah, that would be funny. Why don't you be my fucking neighbor?
Now,
nope.
Let's see. Mr. Rogers was in the military at one point, right? He was an instructor?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was an instructor or like a drill sergeant or some such in the military.
Looks like there's something new. A video recording from near the park on the
he wasn't a sniper like everybody says. That's incorrect.
Yeah, no, I know that was bullshit. Yeah.
Dr. Ruth, however, who was also on a famous TV show, she was, however, a woman in the military who was a sniper.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
What about Bob Ross is another one that they say was...
No, that one is incorrect.
That one's also false? Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you picked up on the common thread of like going through all these people who were in the military that were famous for being chilled.
Right. There's something about like the gentle celebrity who's actually a, hard ass.
Well, it's like when you find out Pogo the Clown was murdering kids. It's the juxtaposition.
Pogo the Clown. Oh, God.
Welcome to our comedy show.
Yeah. No, like, that's how he opens every episode, with just, like, dead fish eyes,
Okay, I apologize. I was wrong about Bob Ross. That didn't sit with me correctly. He was in the Air Force.
Air Force,
but
okay.
Just kind of for a while.
It's like he never used a gun to kill a man.
No, he rose to the rank of Master Sergeant.
Oh, really?
Master Sergeant.
Huh. Good for him. Did you see that his son now does the painting show?
I did not know that. No, does he have the does he have that same weird coke nail?
No, but instead of the afro, he has like long curls, like really long hair curls.
I mean, at least it's not like some like weird modern Blade Runner side buzz thing.
That would be hilarious.
At least it's like not super modern.
So, I don't know what I'm actually supposed to be looking for here, so I'm scrolling down everything.
You're just fiddling with everything until we get the prompt.
Yep, until we get the prompt. If you know something better than I do, by all means.
I've always wondered, what exactly is the origami figure on the title screen of this game?
I think it's a duck.
You can't see the driver's face.
You think so?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Looks like a duck to me.
I mean, as much as they talk about origami and orchids, I thought it was supposed to be an orchid, but clearly isn't.
No, I mean, it's a bird of some kind. That's for sure. It's got a beak.
Let's see. A certain Jackson Neville was suspected of stealing it, but the charges were dropped. Not enough evidence.
This has to take us to Mad Dog.
Yeah, that's the next part there.
It is, yes.
That is the next link.
Oh, there he is. Here's our boy.
Oh yeah, Mr. Neville himself.
We are gonna get to fight him, aren't we?
Maybe.
I don't know why, but this is Jackson like my Neville, favorite part of the game, like because I want to imagine him as like
cases of buying and selling
an actual gentle human being who's just wildly misunderstood.
I think it's because you're just shocked, like you picture in your mind like how racist can it be and how much of a stereotype can it be, and not only do they hit your expectations, they surpass them and then proceed to double down. And you're just in shock.
They shoot for the moon and land among the stars with that one, that's for sure. Oh, It's happening. Ari is becoming his psyche.
One last thing, sir. You should be careful not to...
Man, I hate when I'm addicted to stuff and, like, I just picture myself being in a forest all of a sudden.
Yeah, you ever, like, play too much of The Witcher and all of a sudden, you know, you're just... You step outside your door and you're roaming Nilfgaard.
I had a really vivid Witcher dream 2 nights ago.
Oh, was it the unicorn
enough.
thing?
No, it was like...
Oh, me neither.
This is gonna kill me. I know.
Oh,
I can resist.
I see what you did there.
No, go ahead.
Do something until it goes
Oh,
away.
no, I'm not going to get into how weird the dream was. It was just, you know, a weird dream.
Oh, okay. Were you the Witcher? Were you Yen?
I was! Like, me, Geralt, and some guy were trying to kill this, like, super Witcher, and he was unkillable.
You know...
And that was about the extent of it.
If they ever bring back The Witcher as a video game franchise... They've exhausted so much of, like, the cameos and material from the book that I can only see them having, you know, like, to deal with, like, a rogue Witcher or something. Like try to make up an... What? That is not what I wanted to do.
There's all sorts of interesting things you can do with the Witcher world without necessarily having to draw from the books.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Netflix series decides to do none of those things.
I still like the Netflix series.
I thought it was a steaming pile of shit.
I enjoy it greatly.
That's just me.
We are like night and day on this one. I really, really liked it.
I tried. I did try. God help me.
God bless
I have
it.
no qualms about Henry Cavill's performance, which was flawless. It's just a shame everything else was so mediocre.
Well, but the thing is, though, the material that they were using was probably the most disjointed part of the entire narrative. Oh, come on, take a leaf shower. There we go. This is an Armani suit.
You think he'd know how to deal with this? You know, like, you think he'd have a system worked
right?
out
Like,
by now?
clearly
Like a
isn't-
panic button for his strange manservant to come into the room?
Yeah, right.
Alfred! Alfred, please!
No, but, like, if they're giving this out to all government agents, you know, you would think that the whole, like, becoming one
God.
with the machine dynamic would have been a documented thing by now. You know, you wear the AI for
you
too
think
long.
we wouldn't have
yeah.
just covered it up? Interestingly, that's vaguely similar to why Japan has such a low vaccination rate in their country.
Really?
That's why it's commonly cited when anti-vaxxers are making an argument, because there was, there's an interesting bit of history there. There was like a polio vaccine or some such that Japan had administered through its government, I think 30 years ago, and it had been tainted, and it was this horrific mess.
Really?
So no vaccines are ever mandated or required in Japan. So it's a fascinating case study for arguments regarding the safety of vaccines. Now, usually people in this country skew those results, but
yeah, right.
That's why there's so much vaccine skepticism in that particular country.
Huh, that's interesting. Well, at least they have an actual reason as opposed to us where it's just like, life is so good that I can afford to not trust science. I mean, I'm serious. That is the American condition. Like, we've had it so good and everything so handed to us that we've stopped trusting the experts because we just assume everything will work out fine, but we forget, like, the sweat and labor that makes things work out fine.
Are you suggesting that now that it's 2021, that because of that, instead of having flying cars, we're now arguing about whether or not this pancake syrup is racist?
Yep. You know, I don't know.
This isn't where I pictured the future being.
No, like you would look even 10 years ago and what people thought we would be like in 2021. We have missed the mark wildly.
We have somehow regressed in some aspects. Oh, a man.
Hi there, Manfred.
You just didn't fucking hear me because he's old. That's right.
When you name your kid Manfred, this is basically what he immediately becomes.
Yep, he's got to be a watchmaker.
This is Scott. Oh, yes, of course. Well, good
Hey, it's
to
Wilford
see you.
Brimley.
It's kind of like Jeeves, you know? He's not going to be anything but a butler.
Valid point.
It was Seinfeld's point, not mine.
I repair clocks, but I try to forget.
But nobody buys them anymore.
Yeah, right. They all got that goddamn fancy
I got all these clocks.
Eye tubes and
No, I quit.
they're
I'm a
sex
private
robots.
investigator
Nobody
now.
wants a
Mrs.
clock
Laura,
anymore.
She's a friend.
Well, what does that last one have to do with? Nobody wants a clock anymore.
Well,
Is that one of them females you guys is talking about?
Wait there. I'm sure I saw
You're wearing a wedding ring. It's just for show. All I love is the clocks, you see. Do I answer the phone?
You touch nothing. That's what you do.
Oh, that's right, because then he has to erase all the evidence, right?
Sure, no problem.
Yep.
Oh, where's the phone? I'll answer the phone. I'm not going to be a dick.
Hello?
I'll just remember to wipe it down later.
He does.
Yeah, this is Manfred's. He's not available right now. Could you call
Yeah,
back
this is
later
Detective
this
Shelby. Shelby, S-H-E-L. Oh, I must have hung up.
Social Security number 734896521. That's probably someone's actual Social Security number. I should tread
I have
lightly.
to say, this is one of my favorite scenes in the game. It's so well constructed.
It is good, actually. Yeah. I do like my my image of Manfred though as a what would a clockophile be? Would it just be clockophile?
Maybe you could tell me
A chronophile?
Chronophile. There we go. Yeah, I guess that means he loves time, but close enough. Yeah, well said, Nick.
Chronophilia. Yeah.
Chronophilia.
I just don't get many opportunities to say that.
No, who does?
This is actually the first.
We've got our episode title. This is great.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think I got my rock band's new name.
Chronophilia.
My eyes are beginning to fail.
Because fuck time before time fucks you. I assume it's a metal band.
No, it's acid jazz.
Acid jazz.
Yeah.
So make sweet tender love to time before time makes sweet tender love to you. Hey, he could be doing that for a while. You want to go get Arby's? I could go for some Arby's. Where was that magnifying glass?
Question.
This is all cryptic. Where did I leave that gun?
Hey, come here, bud.
I know it just showed it to me, but I couldn't tell what table that was. Oh, it's okay. It's on the desk.
I guess that makes more sense.
Well, where it would have made sense is like back here with like his actual tools, but whatever.
Well, I mean, you had to answer the phone. They kind of established that you had to go to that hub.
That's true.
I guess. I don't know.
Come on. Hand it to the old man. Nope, you can only hand it to him from here.
Thanks.
It's the damnedest thing, Detective. Your name is on this.
Right.
The Royal Five. Yes, the shape of the...
Oh, I thought it was the...
The F's is typical of that model. Produced between 1907 and...
If there's one thing I love more than clocks, it's typewriters.
Yes.
I'm a fontophiliac, too. Fontophiliac, too.
It's a Royal Five.
No, that would be a calligraphile.
No, because calligraphile is handwriting, right?
Yeah. Oh, this would be the exact opposite.
Yeah, whatever the exact opposite of calligraphy is. Typography? Typographile? That doesn't sound right. Why are we talking about this?
Well, they were going to take them to the dumpster.
Good question.
So
You're Googling it as we speak, aren't you?
Anybody around here who has one that actually works has been to see me at one time or another.
I'll be right back. I gotta go burn down my office.
These typewriters, are they rare?
No, they're fairly common. I'd say many folks have one gathering dust in an attic or in their cellar.
Or in their private detective's office.
Oh, yes, indeed. At least the ones who pay.
Any chance I could get a peek at that?
For reasons?
Yes, of course.
I wonder if in the next scene with Shelby we see like a typewriter in his office. Do we?
I think we when we were at his apartment before, or his office before, we saw it. It's one of those things that you would overlook. It's just kind of an old-timey office.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you wouldn't put any thought into it until your second playthrough.
And I'll be right back with the list.
You want to get drunk?
You think the killer's in here?
If he has a 1920s typewriter, he may have needed Manfred's services to get it fixed. We'll know when we get the list.
Oh, look at his face. They do give you some hints. Yeah, the first time I played through this, I did wonder why they were focusing so hard. I'm like, oh, that's a clue about the killer.
Mm-hmm. They threw so many red herrings at you that, yeah,
they're just not showing Shelby during that time.
I mean,
how fast is he? Holy shit!
I loved the plot twist about Shelby. It was his motivation that didn't quite do it for me. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it could have been brilliant if it weren't, just like token childhood trauma.
Yeah, it could have just been he enjoys killing kids.
She's about to find the killer.
Right.
Actually, I think that would have made it better.
She's going to be disappointed.
I also love how he hides his thoughts from you.
The killer's name might be in Manfred's paper.
Seriously, right there. Why would he be thinking that?
It's been a while since Manfred went into his office. I should take a look.
Now, the real plot twist could have been that he has a dual personality, and that's why his thoughts don't agree with what the actual plot twist is.
I don't know. I kind of feel like using mental illness is kind of a, I don't want to say cop-out, but it's like the easy way out.
It is, but they've been building that up with Ethan. So for the whole game, you're thinking that, Ethan has, the split personality. But if it were...
I would take that over what we got.
Hello?
Yeah.
Your call is logged, sir.
Oh,
A
what?
police car will be there
What did I do? I mean, what did he do?
Sir? Sir? Hello?
Oh, God. Why do people keep dying around me?
Oh, my God. He's dead.
He closed his own eyes. He's you can see his chest heaving. Oh, God, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Seriously, again, she's not with him. Why does he check for the... Again, I understand this is meant to throw the player off, but...
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
I'm calling the police.
The killer has already called the police. I think he wants us to be his scapegoats. We gotta get the hell out of here.
What do you mean? We have nothing to do with his death. We were just here when it happened.
Look, we're running out of time to find Sean Mars. The last thing we need is 24 hours in a police station explaining this whole thing.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
So what do we do?
We've
got to burn the building down.
Watch the front.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of our fingerprints from everything we touched since we came in. You better work fast. The police are going to be here any minute. What are you doing, Lauren? If someone comes in, we're going to be in trouble.
These are Manfred's account books. He must have been looking for owners of Royals when he was killed.
Forget it. We got to get out of here fast.
No? Okay. All right, so let's see here. What all did we touch? We touched the phone.
Window.
Phone, window, magnifying glass, scotch, telephone, front telephone. I can't think of anything else that we would have touched, right?
Well, don't forget the bathroom door.
Oh, you're right. I did go to the bathroom, didn't I?
That is in that direction. Yep, there you go. I don't know if you touched anything else in there.
No.
Obviously, I guess you'd have to... There you go. The game had the courtesy of...
Of doing it for me, yeah. I figured if I was smart enough to go for the door, I've at least earned it. Alright, shot glass, magnifying glass.
This is all the more tense because of the literal clock ticking sound.
Yeah, right. The clocks are actually ticking. Oh God.
This is actually, I think, such a good scene in the overall story, and that I'm almost convinced this is one of the first ones they wrote.
Yeah. Like having to clean this up before the cops get here, and then
Yeah,
not even realizing that you're aiding the murderer. That's
yeah, like
kinda...
they probably had 3 really good ideas, you know, and then you know, that's kind of how it goes with some movies. You know, you see a scene, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was one of the reasons they wrote the script in the first place. They wanted to do that scene.
Yep.
Like with Kong jumping off of battleships. Don't forget to do the music box.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care if she gets caught.
Well, it'll slow you down. Well, it's not like you really wiped it off anyways.
That's true. Alright. That should be it, right?
We're done.
That should be everything.
Oh, wait, the front door.
Yep.
Hang tight. I'll just check one last time. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, I guess the front door doesn't count. Wait, yes it does. Oh God. Gotta clean the whole damn door. Alright, now we should be good, right?
We're done.
You get all the prints?
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally everything.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I got what I got.
I got what I got.
Prevent them from finding us. Come on, let's go.
Trust me.
Hey, you did
I
it.
think it's
Good job.
All work out.
Yeah, you got it. Good job.
Sweet. I didn't get a trophy though, so maybe I didn't get everything.
You claim the victim was killed while you were in this shop.
Yes, he went to get something. In
What
his
did they?
Wait,
What did we
what
miss?
just happened?
Because it shows you what you missed.
That's when I found it.
I'm really confused. What did I miss?
You called the police immediately, Mr. Shelby. Would have saved us dragging your ass down here.
Whoa! What did I miss?
Listen, we had nothing to do with his murder. We were only there by coincidence. I just wanted to spare myself a few hours declaring I didn't see anything to a police officer.
PI or not, Mr. Shelby, don't leave town. And if you end up next door to any more dead bodies, remember to call us. Okay?
What did I miss?
Maybe you're just here longer if they find
Nick,
your
I'm
fingerprint.
really stupid. You know what it was?
Huh.
Well,
My fingerprints are literally on the murder weapon.
Wrong time, wrong place.
I didn't clean the typewriter that Shelby used to bash his head in.
Don't sweat.
That's why they didn't show it, because then you would know that Shelby's the murderer.
I owe you one.
Huh.
Oh, I'm stupid.
At the moment.
Well, I got some ideas. Nothing concrete.
Interesting.
I mean, that's the only other thing that he would have touched. He just
No,
didn't touch it on camera.
I think you're okay. Otherwise, this takes longer as a scene, I believe.
Okay.
Because, like, when you miss something, they do show you as you leave the shop.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I'm taking you home. This is getting way too dangerous.
No way. We're partners, remember? We had a deal.
We did.
Not a game.
This isn't a game, Lord. Manfred was murdered because he knew the
Press circle to respond. This is not a
10 feet
game.
away, for Christ's sake. No. I can't take a chance on the killer getting that close to me.
No, his face was shaking. I thought he was having a stroke.
I know what
I think that's just the graphics
I
ended.
want to find my son's pillow. You're not going to stop me.
Should I be cruel? I'm going.
You're gonna be a good girl. You're gonna go home and let me get on with my investigation.
You know, if he didn't look like a grandpa, that would sound very odd.
Chris, this man is only 25 years old.
25, my ass. He's just slightly heavy, and that makes him look a little older.
He's got that disease that Snake has that makes you old fast.
I used to think that was Crohn's disease because when I think, where are his wipers? Why doesn't he have wiper? Now he has wiper blades again. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
It's all my fault. I should never have let her come with me.
Understanding.
Can't just leave her like that.
I'm gonna make him like a great guy and like be.
You're gonna run her
inconsistent.
down, aren't you?
Crap! I have no choice.
Crap!
I guess I'm
have
doing
no.
this to protect.
Yeah, kill her.
She's standing right there. No one else is on the road.
She doesn't let up, with or without me.
Nobody knows she's here.
She does. She has no idea what part of town she's in. That's why she's standing like shit. I thought I knew this neighborhood. I was expecting a jump scare here the first time.
A jump scare?
I'm serious.
What
Like
game
I
are
thought she
you
was gonna
playing?
pull some shit. Just because of the way she was standing.
She turns around and she has like no face.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Like it was a nightmare sequence or something.
Do anything to hold him once again in my arms.
Okay, I can see that. That's reasonable.
I like how one of the options is caress. You know, there's something about you talking about your dead son that really makes me.
It's just that I wouldn't want to see you get hurt.
I kind of want to call the phone number on that banner behind Shelby. See if they show it again.
8675309.
Call J.G. Wentworth.
If you don't win, I don't get paid.
You know, I love that the J.G. Wentworth song is such an earworm, but it only applies to such a strikingly small number of people in the population.
All right, Nick, do we save this for next episode, or do we kill this guy now?
Let's murder this man.
Let's finish with a murder. I agree.
Oh, okay, that was a question. I thought you were gonna say something like, "Let's finish with the murder and start with the."
No, this feels like a fitting climax to this episode.
Yeah.
Do it now. I wish you could do it like without remorse. God damn it, Chris.
Guy remind me of Al Pacino.
Maybe like Al Pacino's broke cousin.
Dime store, Scarface.
Zach Pacino.
What do you want?
He's like a struggling actor.
Money? Tell me what you need. Sure, we can make a deal, huh?
Oh.
I'm gonna blow your brains out, you son of a bitch!
Whoa! Suddenly my decision just got a lot easier. Jesus! Good thing he's a lousy shot. Holy shit, he is Scarface. Turns out he's a Pacino after all.
This is a huge apartment.
Right? Well, at least now Ethan can say it's in self-defense.
How many shots are in that?
I know, right?
He's got more shells in that shotgun than Doc Herschel did at the end of Season 2 of The Walking Dead.
Right. Oh, Season 2 is a good season.
Yeah, and one might even say it was...
the good season.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was about the time they got rid of the original writers.
I give you whatever you want. Got dope? Got cash? You want some dope?
No, I want my son. Wait, how much dope?
How much dope we talking?
Tell me more about the dope.
That is a cute whale.
This one, Sarah.
She hides my dope from me.
That's Cindy.
She gets into my dope sometimes. I don't like her so much.
I want to see them again. Please. Please don't shoot.
That picture came with the frame.
What do we do, Nick?
Oh, we kill him.
I'm a father too. But I have no choice.
I don't know this man. It's fine. Oh, look at that whale and that cartoon crab. I feel bad now.
It's like, wait, he gets the text. Wait, is this apartment 201 or 202?
Oh, God!
201? Oh, shit. Sorry, Ethan. That's not the guy I wanted you to kill. But you know what? I'll give you part of the address because you did kill somebody. Efforts. Yeah, points for effort.
Well, I think you'll end with the murder, but the next episode will begin with
You know, he's getting an instant response, right? Why couldn't he have just told the dude what he was there for? They, like, put some ketchup around his head.
Yeah, like in Breaking Bad Season 5.
Yeah, right? They take the picture, and he's like, you skip town for a few days until I get my kid back, you know?
Yeah, but...
And you give me some dope.
I mean, if someone showed up at your doorstep and you sold dope and they were trying to pull that story on you, would you?
It's like, wait, I just want to talk about it is all I'm saying. Okay, Sean's dead. I'm sorry. You're not surviving another 6 hours in that condition. 852 Roosevelt. President Roosevelt.
President Roosevelt's behind it.
He's the murderer. Oh crap, now I kind of want to make the title of the episode President Roosevelt.
I don't know, I don't think you can beat Chronophile.
No. But Roosevelt is pretty good. It's also a great band name. Alright,
right up there with
hopefully
Martin
we won't go
and the
another 2 months between episodes of this series, because this is getting good, and we're rounding the corner to the end here, aren't we?
We're certainly closer now than we were an hour ago.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got Mad Jack, we've got a couple more sequences with Shelby where we learn some backstory.
And then Shelby murders everybody.
Yeah, right. And then it kind of escalates quickly at that point. Everything starts pointing towards him.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got this side story with Madison that doesn't really make a lick of difference other than she can possibly die.
I don't remember this.
I think it was DLC, but in this version of the game, they've added it to the main narrative.
Interesting.
Because I think this is the taxidermist who goes crazy.
Sam. I owe you one.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Am I correct in remembering this was originally DLC?
No, this was originally in the game.
It was, okay. No, I'm just...
I remember because it got weird and rapey and uncomfortable.
Yeah, like almost immediately after she enters the door. So, next time we have that to look forward to. Nick, any closing thoughts for us?
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
We will see you next time.
What am I doing with my life?